Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. Right now, we have the beer already poured. I'm going to put it right up here so you can see just how clear that beer is. Something happened with my camera, so we had to start again. We are doing a Cameron's beer today. We are doing Cameron's In the Shade Saison. So Cameron's In the Shade Saison is 5.2% alcohol by volume. Now, it has some great tasting notes on it in that it doesn't actually have tasting notes. It tells you that higher fermentation temperatures and a special yeast make a slightly tart, thirst-quenching Saison. And that's something great. That's the way I want a tasting note. Just tell me what you've made, maybe how you've made it, and let me decide what I think on it. Yeah, it says tart, but whatever. Who cares? Also says it's unfiltered. That's why I have the beer right up there. If that is unfiltered, I think the tank might need to be agitated a little bit before bottling, or they just really sat on it a long time so that everything fell to the bottom, and they didn't use the bottom of the tank when they bottled it. Do I care that it's crystal clear? Not really. I'm just saying that it's not what I expect when I read unfiltered on anything. Smell. Very nice. Little sweetness. A little banana. I mean, it's coming off almost like they use the Belgian wit beer yeast. Slight touches of coriander and nutmeg. There is a slight lemony tartness in there too. And just a touch of pepper. It smells really good. Let's try it. Cheers. Interesting. Now, 5.2% alcohol is among the lower ABVs that you're going to find on a Saison in Ontario for the most part. Who else has lower? Block 3 has lower. Black Oak has lower. I don't think many others are lower than 6. Okay, a little peppery, a little zest. I don't know if I'd call that tart or not. It's almost more bitter than tart. It's you get this like sour citrusiness, but it's very almost resiny peel like. The oils in it, say an orange peel or a lemon peel or a lime peel, if you were ever stupid enough to bite into it and bite into the peel, and you get that oily, slightly sour bitterness that just lasts on your palate. I'm stupid enough to do that. That's how I used to open my oranges. I used to bite into them, and then it would ruin the rest of the orange. I'd bite into it to start the first peel, and it would, get your mouth covered in that shit. Light-bodied, thirst-quenching, sure. Refreshing, sure. Know enough ABV that it won't get you drunk really quickly, so you can drink a bunch of them, sure. A lot of dryness on the back end, both through like a nutmeg, pepper, rye almost dryness. Not the best Saison I've ever had, but not a bad beer. I actually really liked the Recline Pale Ale in this pack. I'm not a big fan of this. I really wish they'd put the Dark 266 in the pack. I know the Dark 266 is kind of a forbidden fruit now. You don't see it very often. But I really think if you're going to put you're going to put two seasonals, because they do it every season now, basically. Like they'll have like the Roggen beer and stuff, and the Doppelbock and this stuff and all. It's a beautiful pack. Excuse me. Much like the Mill Street mixer pack. Actually, they could even do that. They could go up to a 6-pack and put all 4 of their mainstays, plus these. Or if you didn't want to put all 4 of your mainstays, you could put your RPA in there. You can put and charge a little more because the RPA is in there. And say the Doppelbock, you don't need to necessarily do the barrel-aged Doppelbock. Just do the Deviator Doppelbock, the original. Deviator Doppelbock, RPA, the Auburn, and the Darks 266 plus whatever your 2 seasonals are going to be. And you want to know why I always want the Dark 266 when I see an Auburn? Because you mix those together and it's amazing. And I know I'm going on a tangent here because I'm not really talking about In the Shade Saison. It's a good beer. It's a good beer. That's all I can really say about it. Again, peppery, dry, kind of nutmeggy on the finish. A little sweet, almost like a Almost like a touch of arugula in there. Yeah, arugula. Not a bad beer. Out of 10 on this, I'd give it a 7. I could buy it. I just wouldn't seek it out. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. But I loved the Recline Pale Ale that was in the pack. This is a good beer. They pass. It's a good pack. You can get this pack. I believe it was $9.95. So you're looking at about $2.50 a bottle. It's a fine price. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. Let's see if I can hit the stop button.